First off, y'all know if you've been here how I do with this. I gotta give Rashawn Burnell like so much credit. I respect him so much. We're friends. Um, when he got the job, I called him because I know there's just not a lot of people you can call and talk to when you first get your job, and you're so excited. And when I took this game, my first thoughts were, I'm gonna bring Rashawn home, okay? Because his team is so good now, no one's gonna want to play him, and it's hard to find games. And I've been doing it a little bit longer than him, so I looked at it and I'm like, he's probably gonna be really good his third year. Come on, let's play the game, all right? And we have to go back out there, all right? I don't do those types of things if I don't respect the people. But I got the utmost respect. I watched him when he was a player. Just incredible. And then an incredible man and a heck of a coach. Okay, so how this game went, it was an even game. We hit a shot at the end. Okay, happy for our kids. You feel bad for them, but you're happy that your kids stayed engaged, kept fighting, because I knew they could punch us in the face. I knew it just watching. That's all I talked about. And I said, when they punch you in the face, just keep playing. Don't let it get you all out of control, because they're coming. Don't get out of control. Continue to run our stuff, and we'll have success on offense. And I'll tell you, they were better than I even thought watching about 5 of their games. So much credit to him, credit to those kids. The 2 Jersey kids, they've been in our gym. Xander played with Nutter. I think he was a little younger than Xander at the Patrick School. But those kids were so respectful. Little fella's been killing in this gym 3-4 summers in a row. So I know they got a heavy heart right now, but I got all the respect in the world for those kids, those families, how they showed up for their kids today. Monmouth got a blessing today by hitting the game winner by this young fella who people don't know his grandmother passed this week. He hasn't been at practice. He has a heavy heart right now, and I swear Grandma took care of him today, okay, because he went out to Oklahoma, sat with his family, was in the funeral, and made it back. I wasn't even sure if he was going to play, and the whole time he said, Coach, I'm going, but I'm playing. Coach, I will be back. So I'm just happy for him that in this hard time for his family, they get to celebrate an incredible win that their son and grandson hit the final shot.
Corey, you were close with your grandmother?
Yeah, so me and my family, my dad's from the South, so family's everything. So that's all I grew up on, being at my Nana's house and everything. Like, you guys call her grandma. I think it's funny because I call her my Nana. But that was like my best friend. My dad's mom, he was so close with her growing up without a dad. So it was just like, that's all we knew. That's all we knew for my dad's side of the family was my Nana. So we've been so close. It's been 22 years of my life with her. So for her to be taken away from me is hard, but God got a plan, and, we just keep pushing and following his path.
What was her name?
Her name was Cleo
Cleo, last name?
Spence.
Spence. Jared gets the turnover, the ball ends up in your hands. What do you see? What are you thinking?
Shoot, I mean, I seen Zan, but I seen that he tried to close out, so we always do at end of practice before a shoot-around the day of. We shoot half-court shots. Today, no one really made one, so we didn't think that was going in, but that's just my Nana looking over me, and looking over us as a team, so.
Can you guys, I think it was after the U8 timeout, you put Abdi in, I think you ran a play for him right away, and he hit the 3. They hit 3 threes. Talk about that rally and trying to get him involved there.
Well, I think today a bunch of our kids did an incredible job. Jakari hit that shot. Gabe Spinelli played his most minutes and kind of got their main guy slowed down just a little bit, just a little bit of different look. Him and Jakari are friends, so they were going back and forth, talking to each other. Gabe's not his friend, so Gabe was able to just get him having to do a little bit different than what he was doing. So he was Gabe really, really helped. And, guys, I'm telling you, Abdi is one of the best shooters, and I played with Hubert Davis. I played with some really good ones. This kid makes shots all day long, all the time, okay? I got a little upset with him. We had some things happen this week about school, and I had to get over it quickly. I knew he was playing and all that. We had some earlier things in the week, and we need these young dudes to grow up, and we need them to understand we're not just doing hoop here, okay? We're here to go to school, and then we're here to hoop after that. And I make promises to their parents that I will make sure they go to school. And so I was on Abdi hard this week, and then when he got in early, the intensity of the game just looked like it was a little fast for him. So I had to put my brakes on for a second because we count on him to do some things, but I thought he needed to settle down a little bit. When we went back to him, you know, we're down, we're all screaming at him, shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. He had probably passed up 2 or 3 in the first half that he just didn't shoot because he's good going off the dribble, but we need him to shoot. So he came in there, he let them go. They usually go in, all right? I got to also get over with him. The kid had the ball in his hand so much in high school, and he made a lot of plays with one hand. I didn't get to pass one hand when I was in school. I kind of am a stickler for that one, so I'm on him. So when he threw that left hand, no look, one hand pass in the first half, I was like, he got to come sit down. He's not listening. I knew he would go back in. I wasn't sure he would be mature enough to do what he did, but you're never surprised with Abdi.
Nikita, you seem pretty active inside from the start. I mean, you had to know that, that's some pretty big guys. It was going to be a big game for you inside. Talk about that in your mindset.
You know, like every game I come with a very tough mindset. Is to if I'm open, I do my hook shot. We work every day with the coaches, and I just trusted the process. And I was aggressive like from the jump, and I was open. I made plays, and that's how everything started going.
Two big free throws there. I don't know. Ever in doubt there, or just?
Like I said, we work a lot. At the end of the workout, at the end of practices, we shoot free throws. I mean, I never shoot them. That's the funny part. But I know I make them on a good percentage. And after every practice, I shoot like 10 free throws, and I just like trying to be more efficient. Whenever like this moment comes, I'm just ready for them.
And he can shoot. That's partly bad coaching on me. Nikita can shoot. He can shoot all the way to the three-point line. We just haven't. We need him to do some other things first, okay? While he's with us, he's going to get to shoot more jump shots, okay? He's a European big man that can do all those things. We've kind of changed him to make him be just a big guy under the basket, and we let him do some passing in our offense, but he can shoot the ball all the way to the three. When I looked at him, he looked like he thought he was making them, all right? He walked up there with confidence. I thought it was going in until he was getting ready to shoot. I'm like, man, how are we going to be so lucky? And he made both of them. I thought could have been an and one because he was getting banged down there. I'm like, why couldn't that have gone in? We put it up one. But the Lord don't make any mistakes. It was set up from a other fella to take us home, and that's what we got to do today.
Now, Coach, you were down 19 at a point early in the game.
Was it that many? Damn.
But, you kind of can see with everyone on the floor, the game, like you said earlier, was kind of just moving too fast. So what were some of the adjustments that you had your guys make early on and kind of just stay at that, not getting too high, not getting too low?
Well, first, we stopped trapping the point guard. Okay, it was good for the first 4 minutes. And then he's such a good player, and Rashawn's such a good coach. Then he started getting away from us and finding the guy across the court because if you can get away from it and find that guy, you're a pretty good player. Most people can't do that. He started finding him. I'm stubborn. I was yelling at our guys to get him in the double team. And my staff said in the second half, let's go away from that for a little while. I think that's what was the key. We tried to change defenses here and there. I think that helped us. We had like 3 or 4 possessions in a row where we went zone, and they didn't score on those, and we were able to get the rebounds. But they run good zone stuff too, so I was just trying to keep them off balance and help my kids build more confidence. I probably called more plays today than I have in my 13 years here. I've been trying to call the game a little bit more instead of giving all this freedom, and I think that helped us. We went to a thing to get Abdi open. We do it for Jack. We also do it for Xander. And this time it went for Abdi, and we were able to hit enough shots. The building got loud. Great fans once again. The building got loud. They're on the road. I think that helped us tremendously.
Coach Hurley was at the game?
Yes, and I was worried about it. You know, I sent my son up to play for him. That was like, and the crazy thing is when I lived in California when he was born, I told my wife, it'd be pretty cool if we ended up living somewhere in the Northeast while Xander's going to school, and we'll send him to St. Anne's to Mr. Hurley. I never thought anything about this job. I wasn't even in college coaching. I got back into college coaching, and we happened to get this job, and I send my son to Mr. Hurley. The most incredible experience for 2 years for him, and he only played for Mr. Hurley one year. The school, the relationships that he got there, how to be tough, how to do community service, how him, Mr. Hurley, and Mrs. Hurley treated my family was just outstanding. When Xander had a chance to decide to come back home, he called Mr. Hurley first. He gave him the advice that it's an easy no-brainer, and I think that really impacted Xander. But Mr. Hurley's been so good to me since I've been in New Jersey, okay, all the time. And if you remember back, me and Bobby used to get in fist fights. So the way he treats me has just been like I've been in his family for a long time. He and Mr. Hurley and their daughter, it's just been really, really cool. So I was a little nervous about it because I know it was the first time he was at one of Xander's games. And Xander was going to be charged up because Mr. Hurley was here. So, and he's playing against a St. Anthony point guard that don't want to, you know, those guys got a lot of pride up there. So Rashawn was not letting the St. Anne's guy get off on him with Mr. Hurley sitting in the stands. I'm just glad that my son got the experience to play for Mr. Hurley and is one of those guys that calls St. Anthony's his high school. Appreciate it. Anything, guys? You good? All right, appreciate y'all.